and welcome to Savage Gamer. On today's show, we're going to be once again discussing my picks for another top 10 hidden gems on the PlayStation 4. I want to thank everybody for all the subscribers I've been getting recently. Just throwing that out there. Thank you guys. Down in the comment section below, leave thoughts or comments on any games that I didn't list in this list that you think maybe should be on this list. However, there are 3 other lists that may include those games, and those should be down in the links below as well. Without further ado, let's get this one started. At number 10, we have Goat Simulator for the PlayStation 4. What can be said about this game? This game's just dumb as hell, but it's a good kind of dumb. It's just stupid, and you'll find yourself having a lot of fun playing this broken, stupid game, and it's a lot of fun. It's like a sandbox game where you play as a goat. I don't even know what else to say. It's like Grand Theft Auto Goat with hilarious glitches, and it's really funny. The thing is this didn't get a physical release at all in North America. It got a physical release in Europe. So for collectors, this is one of the only ways to get a physical copy of Goat Simulator across anything, because it didn't get a PC physical release. It didn't get many physical releases at all. So for history's sake and for collectability, this game's notorious and gonna hold some value. So I would pick this up when you can.
Slow down. A creature.
He said, come out and play.
How did I know I could trust you?
Fun and games.
She's getting worse. She's dying.
Only let me be. Let the devil take me.
At number 9, we have Alien Isolation. This is a first-person survival horror game. Very well made. Great atmosphere. Pays very good homage to the Alien trilogy. Kind of sadly underlooked. I think Aliens Colonial Marines kind of turned a lot of people off of the Aliens games, but this one is really good, especially if you like survival horror. And when I say survival horror, I mean classic survival horror. Like, you don't have much ammo, you really just have to run and avoid the alien. But great atmosphere, great tension, good story, and cheap. You can pick it up for around like $15 right now, and I would add this to your collection. have TOUHOU GENSO Wanderer. It's a very much anime dungeon crawler RPG. It's pretty standard, to be all honest. It's got really good like art style on the sprites and things like that. The story's okay, but more importantly, it's got 2 different games in here, and I don't think it got a very high print run at all. I only really saw it at like GameStops, and as we know, it's a NIS title, and games like that tend to hold their value or go up in value. And right now you can pay $20 brand new and get this. I would really recommend as a collectible to pick this up and add it to your collection because it's probably going to go up in value. Again, if you like anime RPGs, you're going to enjoy this. I liked it personally a lot. If you're not an anime RPGs, probably not your style of game, but if you love classic top-down like Zelda, Link to the Past, like action RPGs, you'll really enjoy this. I would definitely pick it up, definitely for the collectible side of things, add to your collection.
Need you. Earlier tonight, Hayden's apartment was assaulted by some persons unknown to me. He seemed frightened, terrified even, and instructed me to escape. Based on the combined deductions of personal profile, directness of connection to Hayden, occupational skill, and probable motive, you were the candidate most likely to both be able and willing to help me.
Hayden's yes? Well, that's one way to sour my night. I already saw you got as little wrong with you, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for now.
Right. What do you need us to do?
We need some assistance with some illicit activity that, statistically, individuals in your age bracket are likely to have experience with.
Oh! So this is one of those things where you need a streetwise kid to show you the ropes.
You know, you're a bit chattier than most ROMs. I guess it makes sense that Parallax employees get the shiniest new toys, huh?
So if you want my help, you gotta do something for me. If you got a problem with that, tough. My neighborhood, my help, my rules.
You clearly already know how to safely scope a battlefield, how to avoid detection by enemies, how and when to escalate to combat, you know, and everything else.
At number 7, we have 2064 read-only memories. This is a really cool 16-bit cyberpunk point-and-click adventure game. It's really great story. It's got good voice acting, and it's a lot of fun. It's a throwback to more... if you watched my first video where I had Dex, which is a great game, by the way, similar to Dex, and it's just a great run, great game. This is physical copy. The only way to get a physical copy was through limited run games, so similar to like a lot of the other games, it's very hard to get a hold of. The price is already doubled, standard fare. It's definitely worth adding to your collection, that being said. You can also always go the digital route and download it through PSN, and I believe Xbox One as well, and Steam. It's a great game, though. Well worth the money. I definitely would pick this one up, especially for retro gamers.
Let's protect this place! Keep attacking!
Let's go!
Take this! Leave the village to me. I'll make sure it lasts until you guys come back.
As you can see, the base is starting to come together.
We can finally check it out. Together, we all made this village.
Castaway Village is starting to get pretty lively. Plus, a lot of different kinds of people are helping us out. This is a special one.
Please, take this!
The fish sure are tasty and lively.
I'll take him down.
Ah! Let's get off this island alive!
What is this feeling? Hopefully, this tree will guide Adol.
At number 6, we have Ease 8. I love the Ys series. They're fantastic action RPGs. They always have been. Just recently on the last Hidden Gems video, I covered Ys Origins. And this game came out during the October, I believe it was, but it fell so far under the radar. It got great reviews even, but it fell under the radar due to the Persona 5 and Nier Automata, which, to their own right, I mean, those are amazing games. They're on my Game of the Year list. But this is a really good action RPG with great anime cutscenes. It's really fun. It continues the story from the Ys series. And this is really a game you should add to your collection, especially if you're an Ys fan. This is one of the better ones released in a while. So do yourself a favor. It's still going to run you about $50 right now, but it's worth it. I mean, you can get it used possibly for around $40 if you're a pro member, which that's not that hard, but definitely worth picking up. Add it to your collection, guys. Number 5, we have Claire, extended cut for the PlayStation 4. This is a 16-bit survival horror game that released on the PS4. It's really fun, very good atmosphere. It's almost like a psychological thriller while you're playing it. It's got a great story, great, basically like art design and sound design. Definitely worth picking up. That being said, again, this is only a limited run games release, so physical copies are very limited. That being said, the same as the last game I mentioned, digital download, you can get it on PSN, Steam. Definitely worth picking up, especially for survival horror fans. This is a good pickup. I would definitely add this to your collection. At number 4, we have Exist Archive. This is a really cool side-scroller Japanese RPG. Very much almost like a cel-shaded anime style. It's really cool. It's got great anime cutscenes. It has a pretty cool battle system. The story is really good on it. Definitely, if you're a fan of anime and JRPGs, this is a definite pickup on the PlayStation 4. Not a lot of people bought it. It's holding its value, like, still to this day. It's still going to run you like $35 to $40 at GameStop, and it's been out for like 2 years now. It had a low production run. I definitely would pick this up. This is going to be a cult classic down the road. I would add this to your collection.
난 8번 김성아야. 너는? 이 시간에 학교엔 왜 왔어?
너도 느낀 거잖아, 이 학교! 거기 있으면 내가 모를 줄 알았니? 화이트데이.
At number 3, we have Whiteday. Now, this is a really obscure PlayStation 4 game. It's a Japanese survival horror game. It did get a physical release in the US, but strangely enough, not in any retail stores. This was an online-only purchase, from what I can tell. And it's a really good story. It's basically a story of, like, you're trapped in a haunted school with a murderer on the loose. It's very Japanese. Obviously, it was made for that. But it's cool that it got ported to the US. This is going to be one of those games you really need to buy as a collector. And that's first and foremost, I need to tell you guys that. Anyone who knows PS2 collecting, like Rule of Rose, or Haunting Ground, or games like that hold value incredibly well, this is even rarer than those games, because those games got retail releases and this didn't even get that. This is a definite pickup for collectors. Anyone fan of survival horror games, anyone fan of anime games, you need to add this to your collection.
Konnichiwa. はじめまして。島根県松江の高校に通う文野彩です。私は人を殺してしまいました。罪を償わなければなりません。これでお別れです。さようなら。
Number 2, we have a surprising game that I didn't think I'd put on a list like this. It's a Japanese visual novel that got a physical release in the United States called Root Letter. Again, much like the last game, Whiteday, this game did not get a physical release in stores, but it did get a physical release online, so there's very limited quantities of this game. But a lot like Whiteday, it's a really good game. The story in this game is really emotional and sad, to be honest, and very well made. I mean, if you played visual novels before, you know it's a lot of reading, some decision making, but for the most part, you're really just watching and interacting with the story. And it's a good thing this has a really good story on it. Anime fans will love this. Adventure and story-driven fans will love this. And more importantly, as a collector, this is going to go up in value just like Whiteday. It's got the perfect blend of Japanese, it's anime-based, very low print run, and being a really good story. Definitely worth picking up. Add this to your collection before it skyrockets.
It wasn't your fault. There's nothing you could have done to help your world. But you can still help ours. that world you once abandoned. That kingdom of silence. You may never return, nor shall you ever wake up. The shard shall shine, and silence will break.
Can you save me?
At number 1, we have Silence. Oh, this is a fantastic point-and-click adventure game. You actually get to walk around a little bit. If you played games like Telltale and things like that, you know what I'm talking about. The story in this is amazing. Criminally underlooked. Partially because it didn't get a physical release in the United States, but it did in Europe. So if you want a physical copy, you're going to need to import this. I'm not entirely sure if this got even a digital release on PS4. You might want to do some research and see. But man, is this a great game. The story keeps you gripped from beginning to the end. Just seeing the trailer, I'm sure that just played made you kind of interested in it, and it's really worth picking up. And right now, you can get an import copy for like $20. Do yourself a favor and pick this up. Add to your collection. That being said, thanks again, guys. Another great video. You guys are being so supportive with all the subscribers and all the likes, and I really appreciate it from all you guys. If you have any comments on anything I listed below or any questions, please leave them down below. And please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It helps me with my grow my channel. Please like. That also always helps me out a lot. And as always, thanks a lot, guys. This is probably the last video for the year of 2017. I should have another video out in another week, but in another week it will be 2018. Here's hoping that next year is going to have so many great games like this year. Thanks a lot, guys, and happy holidays and happy New Year.